The benefit total payment to GBCs for GBC's benefit, I repeat, was $105,000, and that is what we got.
Now, but does GBC have any evidence to back what you're saying? Because, I mean, the minister is the one in charge. He has made a statement.
Of course.
What evidence do we have?
We definitely have enough documentation. These monies are not paid in bags. They are paid through the bank. And they are indicated what the money is for. And before we do that, there's a letter we will receive from the ministry telling us whose payment it should be for. And so we don't act on our own. We act upon instructions. And that we have all the documentations, and we have everything in place to show that these monies, you see, public funds are not easily disbursed like that. GBC needs $3 million to do a lot of things. And if we got the $3 million, we would have gone ahead to start spending on GBC's needs, including procuring an OB van. We didn't get that money.
GH Media TV Senator, when you say the broad now, nature goon, Kwa, feeding intention. Yes, you're the students, and Yabasani, the Abba Abesomo. Nabusia, it just that will be chim. It just the ministry, Pim, a yes, post ministry. Abusia, over last week now, a public account committee, Etna, Sena, Yatu and Safre, a yes, post minister, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. Say Omei in Sembiano concerning all African games that I call so Ghana, Accra, Botema Sports Complex. No, now I was saying something and they said, Honorable Sam George, yes, I am Pamu Jane Sam George, Edibet 2 board and him say, yeah, complaints be a own yano, say, yeah, GBC staffs nibi crew members now, a cock take coverage nibi air complaining say, till date, Omosanka or Musika. Now I was saying, asem no na ase etwetweraman fobo intina se obi antumi emma forward emeka na oputi ebisa minister ne se sika sen ana omutua ema GTV enti to date GTV entumi ntua staff a ekoteki coverage no eka na awusia ha Ghana sports minister anu you the buy ne say roughly estimate kra no a obetima akai no. He said, Omutia, a year $3 million and a demand GBC for. Now, I was young, or can we now have committee members at 2 and no be any master because some much $3 million, not some workers. Yes, you see, in 2 or more cardiana blame no wine and a young for Emano. Now, I was young, director of GBC, at say a seminal. One trying to so. I'm not sure about one thing. Say, and you know, credit that. Say, a yes, sports minister, Emma GBC $3 million. Name receipt or 1 year per records or one. Sika about GBC account to move. A year $105,000, $105,000. And no, any Sika, a yes, sports minister, if you are to GBC accounts, I was saying, name with your money.
Thank you very much. I just have a quick public interest question. It has to do, and maybe this would either be answered by the Minister or the Sports Authority. You had an arrangement with GBC to cover the All Africa Games, right? Can you share with this committee how much that coverage was for and whether payment has been made for same?
Thank you so much. Yes, GBC was the official broadcaster for the African Games, the 13th African Games, and I can confirm that full payment have made to GBC.
Do you have per chance what the amount was?
I can't recall the exact amount, but I know that it's in the excess of $3 million US dollars.
You paid GBC in excess of $3 million US dollars. Yes. For coverage of the All Africa Games. Yes. Chairman, I think that I would rest here and maybe the next time GBC appears before us, because most of the technicians who worked on the All Africa Games have still not been paid. And so we wanted to ascertain if you have paid and how much has been paid. Chairman, I'm grateful.
All right. Honorable Jifa.
indeed received the said amount mentioned by the Minister for Youth and Sports?
GBC has only received for its benefit an amount of $105,000. But GBC has reported on work done by externally sourced production teams, has reported to the ministry that work has been accomplished and these organizations should be paid, not to GBC's benefit, but to these organizations. That we have done. But GBC as a corporation, the total benefit for GBC, the total benefit of GBC was $105,000. The statement said in excess of $3 million. No, if GBC did not benefit from any $3 million payment.
Now we'll get into the details so that we understand really the role GBC played and get a better understanding of what the minister said and then what GBC really benefited from. Now, but where do you think that statement is coming from? The statement that said that we received a $3 million. Where do you think that information came from the minister?
I cannot second guess where it came from. All I can say is this. There were externally sourced production teams. GBC was invited to the table less than 1 month to the games, that they wanted us as the official broadcaster and that we should do the production. And we made it very clear that an event or a series of events such as 2 weeks of sporting fiesta, GBC did not have the technical equipment to do that. So we made it very clear to the ministry from the first meeting that that has to be outsourced. We don't have the equipment. We don't have the equipment capacity to do it. So the ministry agreed that we should play the role of the official broadcaster, and technical teams were brought in from outside the country. They flew in with their equipment. And as the official broadcaster, we had the responsibility to confirm that work was done and that payment should be effected. And some of these payments were routed through GBC to these third-party payments. Those transfers were not for the benefit of GBC. And we could never have used those monies for GBC's needs. No, it wasn't possible. That would have been criminal. We facilitated payments to foreign third parties who came in to do the production and not for the benefit of GBC. The benefit total payment to GBC's benefit, I repeat, was $105,000, and that is what we got.
Now, but does GBC have any evidence to back what you're saying? Because, the minister is the one in charge. He has made a statement.
Of course.
What evidence do we have?
We definitely have enough documentation. These monies are not paid in bags. They are paid through the bank. And they are indicated what the money is for. And before we do that, there's a letter we will receive from the ministry telling us whose payment it should be for. And so we don't act on our own. We act upon instructions. And that we have all the documentations, and we have everything in place to show that these monies. You see, public funds are not easily disbursed like that. GBC needs $3 million to do a lot of things. And if we got the $3 million, we would have gone ahead to start spending on GBC's needs, including procuring an OB van. We didn't get that money.
One issue that came up at the Public Accounts Committee was the fact that some technicians who worked during the games were not paid. And in fact, it's one of the reasons why the Member of Parliament, Samuel George, asked that question about the funds for the All-African Games. Have the technicians been paid?
In my response to the chairman of PAC, copy to Honorable Sam George, and copy to the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, and copy to the Honorable Minister of Information, as well as the National Media Commission, we stated clearly that we paid our staff who were deployed to location 100 Ghana cedis a day for showing up to work. An accountant and an internal auditor were dispatched daily to visit all the sites and pay. And only those who showed up to work took the money. it doesn't, if you were duty scheduled to be at, let's say, Boteman Stadium and Sports Complex, and you did not show up, you could not claim that payment. So as far as I am concerned, all staff who were qualified to receive the payments have been duly paid. And it is not an entitlement you can claim without going on location to work. In fact, it is not even covered by any collective agreement. Management had learned that food was expensive on those locations. So we first decided that we're paying them 50 Ghana cedis each. And we were told food was expensive. So we increased it to 100 cedis. And these monies were paid on location. Now, when something is paid on location, you can't come back to BH and say you were there, you want the payment. You cannot be paid. That is why, for accountability's sake, we make sure that on every trip of the finance personnel, an internal auditor accompanied him. So we paid all technicians who were deployed to work. Nobody has been left out, unless you choose not to visit the site or you choose not to take the payment. That is your choice.
So in summary, GBC does not owe any technician. The monies received from the ministry, as stated by the minister, did not come to GBC for spending.
Absolutely right. We did not receive these monies for the benefit of GBC. The only money we received for the benefit of GBC was $105,000. All other payments were paid to technical service providers who were duly paid or yet to be paid, whatever. But GBC's payment in total was $105,000, and we received our money. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, DG.
It's been a pleasure to be here to clarify these things about this. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thanks for that clarity. Now, that was Director General of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Professor